trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain, and we've got a lot of rain falling right now at Lumen Field in downtown Seattle. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Visiting sideline, their head coach. These guys will try to put together another dominant performance after a blowout win their last time out. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And off we go from Seattle. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Now a draw play. It's Walker. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year. That's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
And this is a game where you don't envy a defensive coordinator. This is what you have to game plan against all week. This offense is #1 in the NFL in passing, and they're clicking here early as they get a completion there for a first down.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
At the 47-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First down, Green Bay.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. On the left side, a catch by White. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
13 yards. And the Packer first down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get this down only to the 18. This is 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Love now. Wide open receiver complete. And the Packers are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That's good. For a Packers. First down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here we go now on first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now. Second and goal from the 1. He'll try again. But he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a third and goal situation. White. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up fourth and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. The run is turned away on fourth and goal from the 2. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. The Seahawks offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And he continues to be a nuisance for opposing defenses that are tasked with trying to slow him down. He's currently second in the NFL in rushing. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Back to Walker on first down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
That's another Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They run again with Walker. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The numbers on the ground for Walker a week ago. 15 carries, 121 yards.
And they've already clinched a playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
That's another Seahawks first down.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Walker now on first and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the 50-yard line. Ready, ready.
So if you're lonely, you know I'm here waiting for you. I'm just a crosshair. I'm just a shot away from you. And if you leave here,
Welcome back, everyone, to Lumen Field here in Seattle. It's the Seahawks holding on to the football. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Horton. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
First down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
And going right back to Walker. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Up the middle they run, it's Walker. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. And now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
The Packers offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he is the NFL leader in passing yards here in the penultimate week of the season as he looks to finish strong in order to capture the crown. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Love fires that quickly outside. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Throwing. Love. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Add this gain to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And this is caught at the 8. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
That's another Packers first down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
To throw now. Here's Love. And he's got it. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Love.
At the 3-yard line.
And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd.
Love will sneak it. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Packers have taken the lead.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Oh, nice move. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker set to take over once more. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At the 44-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 6.
On the counter, it's Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 8.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 8.
They'll set up to throw. That is caught. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Again, it's Walker. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of a yard.
He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Packers offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 25.
Here's Love. Now they go screen. It's complete. Nifty move. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
42-yard line.
So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Packers.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe somebody to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw here. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait until the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
The visitors' offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out onto the field. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. 2nd and 10. Now Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Love looking to throw it. Hard throw, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
This is taken at the 15. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Got his man, Dell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Caught left side, here's Dell. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. This now a 3rd and 4.
A loss of a yard on the play. It's now 3rd.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. On the slant, here's Smith-Njigba. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
It's a gain of 2. That's another Seahawks first down.
He'll look to throw. Left side, he finds Smith-Njigba. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 7.
At the 30-yard.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. So a tight one so far, 1-point game at the break as we check in with Scott Hansen at our halftime report. Scott.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. It is Week 17. Playoff spots on the line, seeding on the line, coaching jobs may be on the line. Let's dive in. Our look around the NFL starts now. We begin at Allegiant Stadium.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. Love, they go play action now. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
Out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. 3rd and 4.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And the Packers
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Got his man. It's Williams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Seahawks 25.
Back to throw. Love. A throw left side. It's hauled in by Golden. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
That's another Packers first down.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there. His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Slide for the PAT. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Looking to put a drive together. They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 103 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And Walker once more. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks, giving the yard up to the 42. 2nd down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. Oh, he put on the carpet, a fumble. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. This offense and their running back headed back onto the field. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. Able to slither by. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
First down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more.
No gain on the play.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's White. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Taken down at the 41. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Off the play fake, Love. That's caught downfield. It's Golden. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line.
That's another Packers first down. A gain of 29 yards. First down, Green Bay.
And that last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, my goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a Super Bowl win, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. Broadway Joe, the man.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Working out of the gun. Love. This is caught. Touchdown. Matthew Golden with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Joey slide out and kick off after the touchdown. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good.
Straight ahead, Walker. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Love now. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. How about this? And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here. They'll give it up to the big man Walker. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, good job defensively to recover. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a 1st down.
Defense.
A pretty big 3rd down mistake right there.
No doubt about it, and everyone's going to be upset. But they have to get out of this now and go ahead and play. They could have someone come at them in a big run the next down.
They'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd
and they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment defense.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
It'll be a loss of 15 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 20 line. Micah Parsons in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. On now is Andres Borregales to try the field goal. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation, they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
2nd and 6.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd
Love from the gun on 3rd down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
1st down.
They'll try a jet sweep with Golden. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 34-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 89 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
And it brings up 3rd down.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground.
And he's going to have a Packers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Packers.
They run straight ahead here with White. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Now they try the right side here. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Gain of 9 yards. First down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Love fires that quickly outside. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Complete to Savion Williams.
Love from the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
From the gun, it's Walker. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of a
Here's a
yard.
2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Micah Parsons. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th quarter. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. A bullet throw, but incomplete. On now is the Packers punter. They'll boot it away from about his 35. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. This is 1st and 10. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 26-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
On the give, it's Walker.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
124 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will make it back to the line of scrimmage, but that is all. Fourth down coming up as we reach the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On play action, love to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt.
A 43-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down by 15. 1:39 to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance.
Now he's got a man. Downfield is Horton.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
That's good for a Seahawks.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Pass complete to Dell.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Here comes 2nd down at 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll look to throw here.
41-yard line.
It's caught. Mitchell.
And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Back to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Seahawks are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
And the spike comes now with just under 40 ticks left.
2nd down, goal to go.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point splits the uprights as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. 35 seconds to play. Everything will come down here to this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Packers, they continue to show they'll be a tough out in the playoffs as they move to 14-2 on the year. I'm Brandon Gunn. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.